Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a great night of championship boxing from Portman Road Stadium in Ipswich, England. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, along with their great sponsors, Riot Season, 32 Red, That Prize Guy, Global Next Trade, UniBet, FlexMize Business Loans, and Vow Nutrition. A big thanks to those great sponsors. We get things started with 10 rounds scheduled, and it will be for the WBO European Heavyweight Championship. Sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Steward in Charge Ben Harmsworth, along with the World Boxing Organization, President Gustavo Olivetti, Supervisor Dennis Gilmartin, Timekeeper Brett Bowles. Our three judges assigned will be Pavel Cardini of Poland, Ferlin Marsh of New Zealand, and Bob Williams of England. Our referee in charge, third man in the ring, will be John Latham of England. Introducing to you first, the challenger fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing black with white trim and weighed in officially at 239 pounds. Coming to us from Essen, Germany, he brings a professional record consisting of 22 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, 18 of his 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the challenger, Big Patrick Cortez. And his opponent across the ring, he is the defending champion. Fighting tonight out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing black trunks and weighed in officially at 255 pounds. Hailing from Skoldra, Albania, he is undefeated with 22 wins, 20 of his 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the highly ranked, reigning and defending WBO European Heavyweight Champion, Nelson, the Albanian Eagle, Hysa.
Right, lads, I'm expecting you both. You obey my instructions at all times. When I take a break, you both break clean. Defend yourselves at all times. Best luck to you both. Touch gloves. Touch gloves.
Queensberry have the lion's share of the heavyweights at the moment. Will Albania's Nelson Hysa force his way into contention? 22 fights, 22 wins, 20 by KO, and most early. He could be the surprise of the year, but he needs to be careful against the big punching Patrick Cortez, who's good at his level and could provide a test if he gets into it. Whatever happens, a points victory, Darren, is not on the cards.
No, I don't think so. Look, Cortez is his own worst enemy sometimes. Look, he has been stopped in all of his defeats, and that's because his game, he comes forward, but he does leave openings. You can see already, taking a few long left hooks from Hysa, a bit clumsy with the feet there, and the hands are just far too slow.
He's loose and languid, Hysa, and moves okay. 40 years of age, Patrick Cortez 41. So they've got to get a move on the pair of them, but it's a minor belt here, WBO European, which Nelson Hysa is defending. It's that reach, Barry, the jab, and the power as well he possesses, Hysa.
I think it's the speed of his punch. I think that's what surprised you. He got the hands low, he's quite relaxed style, so you're not expecting the speed and the accuracy in his work. I think that jab is a solid weapon, and for someone like Cortez who has to get in close to be effective, but without the guile to do it effectively, he's going to walk on the punches, and I think against Hysa, who does punch his weight for sure, it doesn't bode well for Cortez, but if Cortez can stay low, even though he's shorter, get a little bit lower and roll into shots, he might be able to unsettle Hysa, but where he is right now, Daniel, I think he's going to find it uncomfortable.
Yeah, he will, and I've been quite impressed with the feet. They're a little unorthodox of Hysa, but he's very quick. The way he sort of glides out of range and he'll fire straight back in. It's not your conventional footwork, as you can see there, but he's avoiding the shots.
It's the hand speed that Barry was mentioning, combinations, but it is that reach advantage he has. Stands tall at 6'5". He's got all the attributes for a heavyweight, but he is on the aging side.
And cleverly here, he's not, you know, the right hand's the weapon for him, but he's not overusing it yet. He's peppering with the jab. He's going to force Corday to make a mistake, and then he's going to let that right hand go. Just see him trying to walk him onto the shot, isn't he? Just pepper him with the jab, force him to make a mistake, and then bang him with that right hand.
Let's talk of Hysa maybe meeting Moses Itauma, who's ringside tonight to cheer on his big mate Fabio Wardy. Good right hand from Hysa, and he's hurt here. Corte, just over 30 seconds left in the opener, and he's been stopped several times early. He fires back with a combination, but he takes a knee, a delayed reaction, and Corte is hurt. Counts at 7, odd one.
And it didn't look like a big shot, so that shows you the power that Hysa has. It was a glancing blow.
Legs stiffened as well, Darren. Last 10 of the first round. Hysa just taking his time, has his man hurt, and knows he has the power to finish proceedings, but he's very, very weary on his legs, Corte.
Ja, okay. So, hör zu jetzt. Jetzt ist ganz wichtig. Du machst manchmal so Bewegungen, da weiß man gleich, entweder machst du es richtig oder nicht. Ja? Zweite Runde jetzt. Wenn ich sage zu dir, 2 Schritte rechts, dann will ich, dass du rechts, weil du zeigst ja sofort, was du vorhast. Ne? Dann erwarte ich, dass du 2 Schritte machst und dann voll durchziehen mit der rechten Hand. Mach das auch. Zieh durch. Der kann einiges ab. Hast du verstanden? Zubleiben, beweglich sein, ja? Und wenn er, ja, deine Hand ganz weit so, ne? Guck. Geh gerade nach vorne, bumm, und rechte. Versuch nicht hart zu machen, versuch schnell zu schlagen, ja? Aber schnell, nur schnell. Okay? Die Blöder, durch Nase einatmen. Hast du verstanden jetzt? Mach das.
Welcome back, a slap for Patrick Corday in the corner. Not sure he needed that, as well as the right hand. Took a knee, strange one.
Yeah, if my German from school serves me right, the C that I got, Schnell was the word they were using, which means fast. And that's one thing Corte just hasn't got, it's speed of hand, speed of foot, and that's going to be his downfall.
But it's exactly what Hysa has, isn't it? The hand speed. I think he was hurt from the first right hand, which didn't look like a heavy shot.
Oh, lovely right hand on the chin. Corday takes that, but he's very static, and he can't deal with his long arms and speed of Hysa.
And that left hand covering is actually not doing him any favours. He's trying to be defensive, but he can't see that right hand coming over the outside of that left hand glove. Just the speed, he's struggling with the speed and the distance here, Corte.
Has had 6 first round wins. Not often he goes into the second, really. Nelson Hysa, he's been knocking them all out lately. Didn't knock out Danny Williams, who was very old when they fought. Former really good British heavyweight, of course, that beat Mike Tyson way back. Right hand from Hysa, and Corte, Darren, just can't get out of the way of these.
And it's just the lack of speed with hand and foot. He's just falling short of every single shot, and I like to see Hysa just throw the right hand up once he's taken that step back. He's doing the hard work, he's missing the shot, then just fire back with the shot there. That's the shot he needs to throw.
And again, and now the combination, and this could be the opportunity for John Lathan to have a look at Patrick Corte, because he's really out of his depth here, and his legs have stiffened again, and I think he could get hurt.
You just got to punch long and straight now, Hysa, and but often just let the punches rain in. The referee's looking to step in. I think Corday won't need much encouragement, to look for the floor.
Every time he even advances Corday, he's being picked off at will. His legs buckled again, down. I mean, this fight's done and dusted as the rain pulls down in Portman Road. He looks at his corner, he shakes his head, he wants no more. Nelson Hysa wins by stoppage in the second round, 23 in a row. And I tell you what, Moses Itauma is clapping at ringside. He's a danger in the division. He may not be cultured, he may not be young, but he's proved a point again. He's got power and he's got something.
Yeah, look, he's not your conventional sort of heavyweight as far as skills concerned when you mention a Moses Itauma, but he does what he does well. He makes it work for himself. You know, he's got a nice jab, he uses the right hand well. Like I say, unorthodox sort of footwork, but he's fairly nimble. He's quite quick with the feet, and the obvious power, Barry, evident there.
Yeah, and I think he's measured with his work, so he knows what he's going to do before he does it, and because he has fast reflexes, it allows him the time just to not panic, not rush his work, and deliver the shot correctly, and that's what it is. Because he has speed, and he pitches from so far out, it's very difficult for someone of Cordy's stature to get close to him. So when you've got a guy like Cordy who's walking in straight lines, it's always going to make Hysa look good, and that's what it did tonight. But you still got to do the job there, and I think he did a really good job.
Darren, he hasn't got a great deal of time because of his age. He's keeping very, very busy. How much do they elevate him now? Because he's dealing with the likes of your, to be fair to Corte, circuit heavyweights. When do they take their opportunity?
Adam, you've got to sling him in there now, in my opinion. As you say, 40 years old, 23 fights under his belt now. This is, you just let him off the leash now. He's had his big moment on the big stage. He needs to fight whoever he can get his hands on now.
Meanwhile, Saturday, July the 5th is a really good one, live on DAZN. Jack Cattrall returns as he's in with the undefeated Harlem Eubank. It's a brilliant matchup. Back at the co-op that Jack loves to fight at, but Harlem will not be overawed. Watch it on DAZN, the home of boxing. Thomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes 5 seconds of round number 2. Our referee in charge, John Latham, waves off the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, and still WBO European Heavyweight Champion, Nelson, the Albanian Eagle, Hysa.
Hasn't even got 9 rounds in his last 4 fights. Undefeated, 21 big knockouts. And I think the big question is, who do we put him in with next? Maybe a name, and could he be shaking up the heavyweight division, Dev?
Okay, Nelson Hysa, that is knockout number 21 of your career. You must be happy.
First of all, I need to speak in Albanian, in my language. Faleminderit shumë shqipe që keni ardhur. Ju du shumë. After, like I say from the beginning, I am very thankful to George and Frank Warren, all the team of Queensberry, all the family of Warren, and I want to ask and to ask to Frank Warren, to the big promoter, the #1 of the world. Please, I see here one boxer that is undefeated also. We are in the same family. WBO, WBO. I need to do one fight with Moses Itauma if he's ready. I'm ready, brother.
Well, Moses Itauma is here. He was clapping ringside as well. I don't know if you want to say something to him.
For me, it's a pleasure to be in the ring with him. I want to ask big promoter Frank Warren to give me this match. I need this match. We need to show who is more good. So I'm waiting for this match.
I mean, he's unbeaten. He's very, very good. Ring prospect of the year. You think you can beat him?
Why? I am beaten? Anybody beat me? Well, I am 23-0. So I need now this match. So if the team of Moses is ready, I am ready. Our team is ready. We will do a very beautiful fight.
Okay, final question, Nelson. Where does this power come from? Multiple knockdowns tonight, 21 knockouts in your career. Where does this Eagles power come from?
From Albania.
Congratulations. The Eagle has landed at Portman Road.